Hi there, my name is Rebecca Andrews, and this is my presentation on what it means to be a 21st century learner. When discussing the differences between learners from the 20th century versus the 21st century, the main difference comes down to the use of technology in the classroom. Where students in the 20th century were expected to conduct research using encyclopedias and libraries, students in the 21st century have access to the internet and computers and laptops in their classrooms. This allows them to increase their speed of information retrieval, allowing them to amass much greater amounts of information in a smaller period of time. Additionally, students in the 21st century are introduced to more interdisciplinary themes than students in the 20th century had access to. From the Partnership for 21st Century Skills website, students in the 21st century are now expected to learn in themes regarding global awareness, financial literacy, civic literacy, health literacy, and environmental literacy. Students will expected to understand cultural differences from around the world, how to make financially responsible decisions, the political structure of their local area, all the way up to how the government of the United States works, understanding how to keep themselves healthy using diet and exercise, and finally, how the effects of climate change are affecting our entire planet. Students in the 21st century are also expected to learn how to collaborate and work with their peers in a much deeper level than students in the 20th century were taught. From the video Introduction to 21st Century Learning by Helen Sewell, students are expected to learn the 4 C's: critical thinking, collaboration, communication, and creativity. When it comes to critical thinking, students should have the ability to identify new information, process it, and make an informed and educated response. They need to understand that they can't take things at face value and really need to do their research on new information before spreading it. This is how fake news and the spreading of propaganda before it's been properly vetted has become such an issue in our society in internet culture. Additionally, collaboration and communication has become a much deeper focus in 21st century schools versus 20th century schools. When walking into a classroom, you are expected to see students working together in table groups and the teacher working with small groups at a time, versus 20th century classrooms where students were lined up and the teacher would lecture from the front of the classroom. This creates a much more well-rounded world experience for the students as they learn how to communicate and collaborate with their peers, which will inevitably follow them as they enter adulthood. Finally, 21st century students are expected to hone in their creativity so then they can become more successful business owners and entrepreneurs in their professional lives. Creative students are expected to develop their out of the box thinking and cleverness, but to also embrace their fearlessness in taking risks and their inventiveness. These traits will no doubt help them as they enter their professional lives and help to make the world a better place.